The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everybody, this is Jack. Let me know if you see my screen and hear my audio. We're getting ready for another training, and actually this is a very important training because this is really what you need. And what you need is everybody on this call is good hosting for your websites and also for your client websites. Now, before I'm going in detail, okay, I want to like to hear from you. What is important for you? What is your ideal hosting solution? What is important to you for good hosting? What would you appreciate? What would you look for? What would you value? Huh? What is important to you? What is, okay, when I can type, is important to you for good hosting? Make sense? Okay, secure, support, reliable. So I think it's uptime, correct? Is that what you mean with reliable? Okay. For speed, for sure. WHM, okay, for if you are technical, then you kind of know what it is. If you're not technical, forget about it. And then cost, that is kind of 6. Uptime, yeah, we have that. Okay, maybe it's one word. Anything else to you? What's important? Easy to use, okay? Easy to use. Price, we already cost, we had already have that bill. SSL, yeah. Storage, can you storage? Can you, so the size of the website you can host, speed, security, and non-WordPress. Yes. So non-WordPress, otherwise non-WordPress. So I would say WordPress and non-WordPress. Okay, then I think we cover it. Automatic backups. Okay, anything else? SSD, yeah, kind of this, huh? Speed, correct, Rosie? Domain renewal, so let's say order domain and renew reminders. Easy form builder. Yeah, that's not really hosting, Dave. That is more, the theme, the website, huh? What? Anything else? So before we go in detail, and actually we have a very nice list now. Image optimization. Yeah, that is also not the hosting. That is the application who does the image optimization. So you kind of, I know Rapify does that, and there are some plugins who does that, image optimization for file speed. The site builder, yes. Manage hosting for our client. Yes, actually, that's a very good one. Actually, thank you for that question. Because over managed hosting for clients. Yes, there's a whole thing to tell about it. Dedicated, redundancy, yes. Anything else? So is Rapify the application for the website and WP Gateway is the hosting for the website? Yes and no. So Rapify, you can either host the website on a Rapify server, or if you already have a WP Gateway account, you can publish it to the WP Gateway server. So you have an option there. So Rapify, if you use to host it on the Rapify server, it only hosts Rapify websites, the HTML websites. If you use WP Gateway, you can host Rapify website, WordPress websites, and any WordPress and any HTML website. Yeah. So IPs. So unique IPs. Yeah. Not too many now that Marcus. Good point. Podcast streaming. That integrations. I don't know what you mean with integration, Gabriel. It's kind of the theme, the WordPress, the website. Those have integrations, I think. Otherwise, correct me. So let me save this list. I think we are now 5 minutes on the way, and we create a nice list. So my plan, actually, my agenda. You just created agenda for today, huh? So I'm going to show the solution what to you is important. So secure, okay? So we created actually WP Gateway. Arlene, I think it was in 2014 or so. So it's now 6 years old or so. I think around that, 6 years old. And actually, I remember it was in July. My wife and children, they were on vacation, and I had a week to do a launch. Now, the first webinar we did was about security. So we didn't have a security plugin, and we created, of course, the server has all kind of secure settings, and I will go over it. But we also created the gateway secure, okay, which is a WordPress plugin and very advanced. I truly believe there's no other WordPress plugin that has all the features as WP Gateway Secure. And why I can say that, because we not only create the security plugin, we also provide the hosting. So every hack attempt and every instance and everything learning what we learn with the hosting service, we update the security plugin. So there are two parts why WP Gateway is secure. There is WP Gateway itself, because the Amazon server has security settings, and also if you go to server, you can block certain countries. Only to block certain countries increase immense the security. Huh? So if you only do a website for the United States, you don't need all those other countries to get access to it. Okay, you just say, okay, I don't need Argentina, I don't need Chile, I don't need Faroe, huh? I don't need all those countries. Huh? I only need the United States. Now, only by doing that, you already increase the security immense. Now, besides that, okay, how often have you installed, quote to quote, a free plugin, a free theme, or a theme what was very affordable? Now, do you know why they are free or very affordable? Huh? They might, I'm not saying they do, but it more often than well, the free stuff cause problems. Okay? And Duplicator Secure is able to scan those plugins and scan those themes for malicious code. Huh? So now that is step number one. So you have server settings, huh? Like country. Makes sense? Now, there is something related to this, and what wanted to say. Okay, here, this wanted to say this. It's kind of listed as number 10, but to me, this is very important. And not only to me, who of you guys had a website down from a client, and how long did it take that the client start calling you and say, hey Barb, hey Gabriel, hey Rusty, what is going on with my website? And then you have to think, okay, something went wrong, maybe an update, maybe a plugin, maybe a theme. Can I just not simple restore a version from last week? So with the gateway, we create weekly backups. Okay, and you can simple in one click restore this. Okay, let me show you this. Okay, so you go to backups. Okay, backups, restore to previous version. Let's say you want to say, I want to restore from 20th of July. Okay, I want to restore from the week before. Okay, every week a new backup get created, and you only need to click on restore. Okay, now it might be that an version you really like, you don't want to take any risk, and you say, hey, WP Gateway, I checked this. Okay, and now this version never get removed, and that means, let's say, after a day, okay, after a half year or whatever happens, okay, if you go back to this version, you have an okay website. Okay, so if you don't make frequent updates, but sometimes plugin get automated update. Okay, how do you know which version got hacked? The latest version, which is active. Okay, so the version what is kind of, this is 20th of July, but okay, actually you don't know, Bob. You have a good question. Maybe the version from the previous week, but I tell you, it doesn't take long that your client contact you. Hey Bob, what's going on with my website? So it doesn't take a week, but I agree if you say, I don't want to take any risk. Okay, I want just a website restored. Okay, which I know is good. You just check this box and you can always restore. Okay, and you can all see if you can restore this one. Is this good? Okay, if it is not good, you restore the from the week previous, and then you can have a version what is maybe from half year old, and you know that version was good. So plugins, and especially when you use WordPress, it always 9 of 10 times it happens with WordPress. So that WordPress works with a database. Hackers are really that you are like free plugins, you like WSOs, okay, cheap stuff what doesn't get maintained, which can cause problems. Make sense? So they are kind of they belong together. Security, okay, we have plugin will get installed for make sure the plugins get scanned, the theme gets scanned, the IP addresses get weekly updated. So we inject IP addresses in the plugin from known hackers. Okay, now that will not be 100% good. It will be, let's say, 99% good. Okay, still your website can get hacked, and that is where you need backup. And also you need backup when you work on a website and things get messed up. Huh? So you worked on a website, by accident you delete a page or whatever, and backup is always. Now you don't need to submit a support ticket. You can go to the live support or send a support ticket and have the reserve for you. Now, it also sometimes things can be a little bit bigger than the restore. Maybe HTXS. I don't know how technical you are, but maybe the HTXS file got messed up. Okay, now it's very technical. Okay, now here you kind of want to contact the gateway support. Okay, and we will solve it for you. Okay, so that actually, I just see it, falls in support is very important. Support is important for low learning curve. Support is important for problems. Huh? Support is just, we even help you when you have a website problem. So let's say you installed a plugin and it has nothing to do with hosting. Okay, we will find it out which plugin caused the problem and say, hey, this plugin act up. You don't want to use it, or you need to contact that vendor to get it solved, or has a confliction with another plugin. Huh? Now the same thing is kind of reliable. Okay, so reliable means the server uptime. We strive that the uptime is very high, of course. Okay, and I think every hosting provider has that goal and intent. So it's not so really unique. The uniqueness is that by applying good security, by applying good support, okay, the uptime is likely to be high. Okay, they all fit together. Huh? Now speed. I don't know. We said SSD. Does everybody know what SSD is? SSD, normally in your computer, at least in the older computers, you have a disk what rotates. Right? There's a HDD, that is a disk what rotate, and it's relatively fast, but it's not so fast as a SD with a solid state drive, where you have a drive doesn't rotate and access speed is very quick. So we use Amazon servers with SSD drives. And why is speed important? Because Google give you credit for the load time. Okay, Google is all about customer experience. They want to send the website to website. They want to send the website visitor to websites which has a positive experience. Now, we don't provide the W8M, but we provide for each domain, I would say, domain, website, a cPanel. Okay, and in a cPanel, if you're technical, okay, that's basically what you do in W8M. Okay, you want the cPanel, and if you are technical, okay, you know how to do certain things in cPanel. Now, easy to use. I'm going to demo it live. Okay, so that actually all what you learned on your previous host company, kind of forget it. It's super simple. You don't need to create a database. Okay, you don't need to install first a WordPress website and all those kind of things. Okay, it's all one click. You can even one click, you can order the domain, the cPanel get automatically created. You can install a website in it. You can clone easily. Okay, You can make backup easily. You can restore easily. Now, you can add an SSL easily. Okay, one click, one click. Okay, everybody wants and needs an SSL, but very few people know how to add an SSL. Okay, you need to be very technical to know how to add an SSL, and then they renew every year. It comes back, and if you have a free SSL, you have to do it every 3 months. You don't want to work the whole day on technical stuff. You just want to click one time a button, the SSL get automatically added. Storage. Now the storage kind of is 3 parts. Of course, we provide enough storage to host a website. That's basically this, okay? So what you get what you need. What you need, okay? WordPress and non-WordPress site. Yeah, the gateway works for both. Okay, let's say works for HTML and WordPress. Okay, order the domain and reminders. Yes. Okay, I will demo that in a second. Manage hosting for clients. Yes, that is actually a very good question, and you can create sub users. Okay, and with sub users they can have their own login and they can access to the website if you like. Okay, doesn't mean that you need to do that. I don't give on all my clients the website login. Some do, and they want to be involved in it, but if you at least you can. And unique IPs is important for SEO. Okay, so that if you do an SEO and you do backlinking, they come from different websites. Now let me do a demo. Now actually Arlene created a very nice PDF, an overview. So it's just uploaded. We just finished it, and that's kind of the reason why I'm able to do this training. Okay, when you go to help, okay, you can you go to Frisa's question, and there's a help Frisa's question. There's a new overview. It's just new, just uploaded today. Okay, duplicate over, click here. Okay, I can provide a link here in the chat if you want. Okay, so you have it. Okay, so let me try to make it bigger. Navigator overview. So when this to log in, so there's nothing new. Okay, once you log in, okay. So you have I will show it in the PDF, so it's kind of easy to follow, and then I will show it also live, so you know live that how to navigate through the gateway. So you can install a website, you can manage website. What's the difference? Install means the website get hosted on the gateway, okay? But you can also manage a website. Let's say you have a third-party server you love, but it doesn't do the backup, it doesn't do the restore, it doesn't do the update of the theme, it doesn't do the update of the plugins, it does not do a lot of automated stuff. That means when you do hosting for a client, you cannot risk problems with a website. You need a proper management system. Now, the best is the gateway, okay? But if you are married, if you are linked to a server, you can manage that website as well. You can order a domain, you can transfer a website. Let's say you have a website on another place, you can just click on transfer a website, and then you have two options. Either you transfer the website only, okay? Or you transfer the whole cPanel. If you transfer the whole cPanel, that fancy is you also transfer all the email settings, okay? All the settings. Still, you have to update the password in Outlook because we cannot transfer the passwords. So link your domain. So if you have bought the domain name outside the gateway, you can just click on add that domain name and you get the name servers, and now that domain links to the gateway. Okay, transfer the cPanel. Favorite plugins. I let me explain it a little bit. Okay, how do you normally install certain plugins to a WordPress plugin? So yeah, when you do a website, okay, in WordPress, do you always install 1, 2, 3, SEO plugin, maybe the cache plugin? I don't know which plugin, but maybe you like 3 plugins. Would it not be nice if you install a WordPress website and you had an option? Please install those 3 plugins too. Okay, so those 3 plugins, you check them off, and those 3 plugins get also installed. Okay, and then you can add a new user. What we just discussed, if you want to give access to your VA, if you want to get access to your client, you can add that user. Okay, you can add that user and give him access to that website, okay, via the gateway. Okay, so install tab, you click on the cPanel install, okay, and then the SSL tab. Okay, I went a little bit quickly to it. Okay, but with SSL you can easily add an SSL. You don't need to do confirm email and do all technical stuff. You say only add the SSL. And the training is actually on jack.com. I think I'm going to move the training inside the gateway, but we will see. Then the clone tab. Who can, now be honest to me, who can clone a WordPress website? Enter yes or no. Now, I remember the time that I had a lot of problems with it. I tried a lot of WordPress plugins, and then there was the file too big. I had problems with the database, and all those came. Now, within the gateway, okay, within the gateway, you just say, hey, what is the domain? What is the source domain? What is the source website? And what is the destination domain? Huh? So you don't need to download the file. You don't need to create databases. You don't need to do the FTP work. Okay, it goes directly from the source to the destination in the cloud. Okay, nothing to download, straight in the background for you. Okay, and it can handle large files. Okay, not that it's limited to 20 MB or so, huh? So if I don't know how much you did in the past, but I always had problems. Since we have that inside the gateway, it's amazing, huh? Store tab, okay, when you have the online store, it comes with all those training inside the store tab. Okay, then the next thing, okay, the installing a store, customize store, and the store builds client. So if you have the online store, I will demo it in a second. That's where the PDFs are. Okay, there's even a special menu about all those PDFs for this online store. Then the business directory. Who of you guys have the business directory? If you have the business directory, you click on the BD, and from here you can easily install the business directory. You just order the domain, and the business directory get installed within 24 hours. Okay. Then the video tab. If you have the videos, I call it Rabio Video, and then I call it Video Boss. Okay, that you easily can create videos, nice professional videos for your own website, because it has marketing videos and also also nice video for about 200 niches now. Okay. Then the instant reply. If you're an instant reply member, you can install easily the digital marketing team on it. Then the backup stuff. I actually demoed you already a little bit in the beginning that you can create a new backup, restore a backup, and also check off to save that it always gets saved. So you have at least you have a version which you know it works. So if it really goes bad, you can always use that version. I know you probably might lose some content and updates, okay? But at the moment the website is offline and is hacked and has problems, you don't care about the latest version so much. You care about that there's a website showing, okay? And from that point, you have time to maybe find out what happened. Maybe we can save certain things. But it creates time. But if the website is not showing, okay, then and the AdWords campaign runs and whatever, the business is open, okay, they're not happy, okay. The server tab where you can show where the cPanels you have, which domains you have. You can block the counters and you can whitelist IPs. Okay, when you have certain people working it and you want to whitelist the IP, then that duplicate will never block those. Okay, the transfer tab. So if you have a client who has already a website and you want to move them over to duplicate Gateway for secure management and secure hosting and fast hosting, you can easily do this. Okay, link your domain. It's easy when there's no website on it. You can transfer a website. You can transfer a cPanel. Okay. Then the help tab. That's it's easy. I already showed the free exhaust question. Okay. And then the plans. If you have, we have at the moment 3 plans: the pay-as-you-go, the economy, and the business plan. So the account tab, where you can find out, my account default install settings. So if you always want that username, that password, and that license email, you send them in the default install settings. And payment gateway, if you want to use that for getting paid for a product like SSL. Okay. Then you have my users, where you can create logins for your VAs or your clients, and the password, where you can reset the login. So sometimes the email takes time, or you want a quick login and you don't know the password. If you add the mobile number to the gateway, if you do password reset, it will text a PIN code to that you get a new password. So that improves the speed and also the security, that you can reset the password to your likes quickly. Just sign out, okay? So that is the new PDF. It's I provide the link in the chat. It is also in the gateway. Help, okay? Help. Freakers ask question. Click here. Make sense? Now let me go over what is on the domain page, because I feel there are certain things still not in detail in the overview. Now here you have all the domains where you host, okay, the logins, okay. You can click in here the logins, or just copy and paste the username and password, okay, the cPanel information, the FTP information. Here you can create the logins or the emails, so you don't need to go to the cPanel to create the emails. Within here you can create the emails and also forward the emails. Okay, now the plugins, actually let me open this one for the plugins. Now here, when it is green, okay, that is, so you see here is gray and here it is green. Now when it is green, that means that the gateway does the update automatically. Okay, so when you say I want that my plugins, as soon there is a plugin, I want the gateway to do the updates. You see, uncheck and get gray out. Enable, okay. Now automatically the plugins, if there's a new version, the plugin get updated. So what does that mean? That means when the you get automatic backups, you can have automatic plugin updates, and you can have automatically team updates. So that means that practically that managed hosting is done by WP Gateway. So you can offer position WP Gateway as managed hosting, and that management is done by WP Gateway. It does the backups automatically, it does the plugin update automatically, and it does the theme update automatically. Make sense? And you can see which version is installed. Huh? So that is related to plugins. Then you can see when the last was updated, the status. Okay. If there is no SSL installed, okay, you just click on add SSL and you can just order it. That's the only thing you need to do. Okay. You don't need any technical stuff. You click on add SSL and click on confirm. Make sense? Now under action, you can create a backup, you can restore, you can add it to a group. If you want, say, my client get 10 domains access, you can create a group for that, okay, and some other technical stuff. Install is easy, okay, you just select the cPanel, okay. I don't want Jack Hopman to see if we got, I don't know if this is still active. Select the domain. Okay, then it goes, do you want a subdomain or directory? Huh? Let's do a new subdomain and let's say test. Okay, you see here the subdomain is showing here. Okay, test 1, 2, 3, and this changed as well. Now you have the option either to select local team Jack, which is only the drag and drop version. You select it, okay, and then it's going to ask all those install questions. You can do a WordPress website that has no theme, or you just want to create the subdomain and nothing on it, and later on with you can use that to install your website. Okay, you can do a subdomain or a directory easily via this interface. SSL, kind of we went over it, so you can do SSL via this menu. I kind of almost use it from here, okay, that you do SSL, add SSL, it's one click and it's done. Now the clone, I really want you to check this out, okay, you select the source domain, okay, and you select the destination, okay, let's say you have a destination for your client, and that is your default website. Okay, you just select it and then you click on start cloning. Okay, that's the only thing you need to do. You don't need to install a plugin, download a big file, then install a plugin on a destination, upload that big file, and with all that download and upload, there's a lot of things what can happen, what go wrong, believe me. So that is clone. Store is when you have access to the store bus. All the help PDFs are here. Install a store, online store, quick start, client getting system, how to add the address, how to add an A address to Namecheap, set an A record zone editor in cPanel. So everything is well documented. The same kind of we have for business directory, okay, getting started here, okay, so the hello file is here, so you can add the business directory, transfer on business directory. Video, I will do a separate training about video, but here you can simply create videos from a library, or you can upload from YouTube or upload your own. It's super simple, and then they really look professional. Let me go to the video library. Tell me which video you are interested in. Okay, and let's say fence. I don't know, fence repair. Okay, I have to spell it right. Plumber. I can do the preview. Okay.
If you're thinking about getting a plumber, you probably have a lot of questions. How fast can I get help? Priced? Are uniformed techs and insured?
So let's say you like it, and just click on use video. Okay, and here you can edit the video to a like and put it on your website. Okay, then when you say use video, okay, do I really want to use the video? Yes, I want to use a video. Okay, then let me go to plumber. Okay, let me do the plumber. Today is 21st of June. Let me edit it. Okay, edit this. Then I can set the start image. Okay, set the start image, or I can upload my own start image. Okay, then I can upload the end image. Okay, let me do the start image again. Okay, kept the start image. Okay, then I can do an animation. So that means the start image is moving around. You know, it's then you get more clicks. And then when you're done with it, I think I need to give the name. Did I already give the name? So demo. Okay, submit. So here I can very easily create a video for my client, or there's also a lot of marketing videos. So when you want to share it, you can share it either via plugin. You can grab the embed code, or you can just use the URL. Okay, that is video. If you are an instant reply user, okay, then you get access to the digital marketing team. So this menu will only show up if you are an instant reply user. Then backups. Okay, backups. Then so we actually went all over it. You can restore easily a backup. Okay, you can mark the ones you want to keep forever. Then the server is, which cPanels you have, which domains you blocked. You can block certain countries, which I highly recommend to increase the security, and you can whitelist IPs, servers. Okay, transfer, you can do transfer cPanel and domain name, the help, and the plans. Okay, I think it went a little bit fast, but I think you got a good overview. What the gateway includes, which plugins are included. Okay, when you install a website but is hosted by the gateway, okay, the gateway security, okay, and actually I didn't discuss it, and also the gateway cache. So what does those two plugins? Okay, the security obvious makes your website a whole lot difficult to hack. It's not 100% because WordPress is not 100% secure, but it increased immense that is able to hack. Okay, then the cache. So that means WordPress works with a database. It's then when somebody lands on a website, that information has to come up with from the database. Huh? So when you do duplicate cache, you kind of create HTML pages for each page. So then that increase or improve loading speed. Okay. So those two WordPress plugins automatically installed on your WordPress website to provide you better experience. Okay. Make sense? Any other question? If I'm using Rapify to build out my website, I want to use my own domain name that I purchased from Namecheap, for example. Can I use Rapify for the hosting? Yes, you can. So go inside Rapify and you see a menu hosting. On that page, you can link your domain. So yes. So Rapify provides hosting for Rapify websites. The Gateway, you can host WordPress websites, HTML websites, all kind of websites. But if you only use Rapify, you can host it inside Rapify. Will it cost more to add new domains in Rapify? Yes. Okay, when you want to use your own domain, you need to yeah, you need to host that own domain. If you have a subdomain for Rapify, then depending on your plan, it doesn't cost more. Cannot transfer any domain to WP Gateway. Yes, you can. You can. It's easy. So you go to you can just hook up with support. They will help you with the transfer. So just it's easier when you buy the domain in WP Gateway. But if you, let's say, if you bought the domain, yeah, shall I mention the name? So there are certain providers which ask you a ridiculous amount of money for domain, like $15 per year or something. We don't upcharge domains, so you get them normally around $9 to $10. Okay, you get the same price, the wholesale price we get them for. So, okay, I will send out a special Jimmy this weekend. So Jamie asks, what are your current hosting deals for Amazon hosting members? So I don't sell on the webinar. I do weekend specials. So in the coming weekend, I will send out a special for the gateway. So does Rapify hosting provide the same type of security protection and all the good things WP Gateway has? Yes. Rapify websites. So per definition, okay, per definition, HTML websites are more secure than the WordPress. Okay, Rapify is built on HTML, so it's we had no instance from hacking or so. Huh? Now WP Gateway can host HTML and WordPress website. Okay, so that is the advantage from WP Gateway. Rapify can only host HTML website. Make sense? I think makes sense. So if you have WordPress websites and HTML websites, WP Gateway is a better solution. If you decide I only want to use Rapify, then the Rapify hosting inside Rapify will be good. Yes, you can host. If you bought the domain at Namecheap or whatever, okay, you can just point it to WP Gateway or Rapify to host a website on it. For ranking purposes on Google, is HTML a better way to go? On average, HTML websites load faster than WordPress, so HTML is the way to go. for ranking. But many like WordPress because they are used to it. They have plugins. They want to install it on it or whatever. So it's kind of where you at. If you have no history, Rapify is the best solution. If you're used to certain things and you want this plugin, I want this and that, okay, you have a lot of wishes and things you do, then WordPress is more flexible. You don't have actual cPanel on Rapify, no, that not. But you can create emails. How much do we charge a client for their managed hosting through Duplicator? Now, I charge $100 per month, okay? And I call it managed hosting. Okay, what does that include? That include WordPress theme update, okay? Plugins, updates, I want to say something. 1 hour, no, backups. That first did backups, restore. Okay, then 1 hour per month website content updates. Okay, now it makes sense that you name it managed hosting. Okay, you manage the hosting for the client. You don't want only to say I do the hosting. Okay, then if you only do the hosting, they can go to other vendors. But if you do managed hosting, where you do the theme updates, where you do the plugin updates, where you do the backups, and you include 1 hour of your time, which they might use the first couple of months, but over time they don't need that anymore, but they still pay $100 per month. Okay, so how much do you charge for hosting? The same for HTML. It's the same thing. Any other question? I can do an other demo, Jimmy, about the store boss. I'm happy to do that next week. Any other question? Okay, then everybody has the PDF for the WP Gateway overview. I can put it in your personal chat if you want it. And with that said, I really thank you guys for your time. I really enjoyed all your guys' questions, and looking forward to see you next week. Thank you so much.